Music by Gershwin. This intimate review of modern music features George Gershwin, America's leading popular composer. The program is presented by Swanee, the delicious chewing gum laxative, which is recognized as a modern scientific laxative and used by over 15 million people. Here's important news on a subject of vital interest to everyone listening. Swanee, the delicious chewing gum laxative, has a thorough scientific background, which is the result of careful and unbiased clinical research. Many investigations conducted by specialists in the field of internal medicine have revealed this important fact: a laxative does its work most naturally and effectively when taken in a form in which it can be chewed. Swanee is thorough and dependable. You may give Swanee to every member of your family, for it is non-habit forming, and both children and adults are delighted with its flavor. Try Swanee yourself and find out what a big difference chewing your laxative makes in correcting constipation. The orchestra plays Mine from Let 'Em Eat Cake.
Good evening. This is George Gershwin speaking. The orchestra just played my song, Mine. Tonight I'm going to play you my latest composition, which I wrote a few months ago down in Palm Beach, Florida. This is a composition in the form of variations on a tune, and the tune is I Got Rhythm. I think you might be interested to hear about a few of the variations we're going to play. After an introduction by the orchestra, the piano plays a theme rather simply. Like that. The first variation is a very complicated rhythmic pattern played by the piano while the orchestra takes the theme. Against that, the orchestra fits in the tune. The next variation is in waltz time, and the third is a Chinese variation in which I imitate Chinese flutes played out of tune, as they always are, like this. Next, the piano plays the rhythmic variation in which the left hand plays the melody upside down, while the right plays it straight, on the theory that you shouldn't let one hand know what the other is doing, like this. Then comes the finale. Now, after all this information about variations on I Got Rhythm, how about hearing it? the I Sing, John P. Wintergreen ran for the presidency on a love platform. Very soon, reports came in from everywhere that love is sweeping the country, which, of course, we put into a song. Here it is.
In just a moment, we'll hear from Mr. Gershwin again. But first, we have a scene of real life for you. Two traveling salesmen are chatting in a hotel lobby. One is an old-timer and the other a youngster on his first trip.
Well, Charlie. How'd you make out today?
Oh, pretty good, I guess. But I don't think I was cut out for the traveling business, Mr. Jones.
You don't, eh? Why, what's wrong?
Well, with all this jumping from town to town and riding on trains and buses, I just can't watch my diet. And the result is that I feel pretty rotten most of the time.
That's not so good.
Yeah. You see, my trouble has always been constipation, and I'm particularly anxious about it right now because I've never been able to find a laxative that agrees with it.
Is that so? Well, it's about time you got wise.
Huh?
You take a tip from an old-timer and find out about Phenomene.
Phenomene?
Yes, sir, Phenomene. That's a chewing gum laxative, and the flavor is great.
Well, I guess I can chew gum all right, but how effective is this Phenomene?
Oh, don't worry about that. Phenomene's thorough. And don't worry about upsetting your system either. Here's what I found out from our pharmacists back home. When you chew something, you're assimilating it in a natural way, a laxative or anything else.
Right, of course.
Ever since I heard that, I've relied on Phenomene, and I found it's true. I don't mind traveling on trains or by car or how irregular my meals are. I'm okay, and it's all due to Phenomene. Now, look, there's a drugstore right here in the hotel.
Huh?
Why don't you go over and get a package of Phenomene right now?
Say, I'll do that, and thanks for the good advice, Mr. Jones.
Now being played by the orchestra is Wintergreen for President, and it's also from the musical satire of the I Sing. This tune, along with Cuban Overture, will be featured in our next show Friday at the same time.
Our intimate review of modern music is headed by George Gershwin, America's leading popular composer. The orchestra is under the direction of Louis Capra. The program is presented by Phenomene, the delicious chewing gum laxative. Don Wilson speaking. This is the National Broadcasting Company.